Hey, the drug runner is back. Do not buy unicorns. When I watch this video myself, however many years from now, I will, specifically if there's one takeaway, do not buy unicorns. Because getting a 6-speed for a Tacoma is apparently significantly more difficult than pretty much anything else. Like, you can probably find, I don't know, Ferrari parts easier. The difficult part wasn't the money was, whatever. The difficult part was finding somebody who would actually have one. And my buddy Paul, Mount Holly Transmissions, went and got a couple of them, and they were all junk. He couldn't make 1 out of 2. He couldn't make 1 out of 3. So eventually we found somebody who had a rebuilt one, and the day it showed up at his shop was the day he threw it in, and the day after that I drove the car home. So nothing, only positive things to say about the transmission shop. Absolutely nothing positive to say about finding a 6-speed for the xrunner, because the only thing it shares a transmission with is like a 2010 V6 Camaro, which are also transmissions made out of glass, and every one of them in a junkyard is broken, and every one of them in in the wild is probably waiting to get broken. So I now have a fully functional xrunner transmission. I now have a mostly functional, well, it's sat for a while. The day I dropped it off, Battleship, New Jersey, got, by the way, a really cool YouTube channel. The day I dropped it off, or had it towed in, Battleship, New Jersey was put into dry dock. Now Battleship, New Jersey's been out of dry dock and back in its berth a few weeks already, and I just now have a transmission. So it takes longer to fix that than to paint a whole battleship. Who'd have guessed that? But yeah, don't buy unicorns. No parts available for it. No new transmissions available for it. No remanufactured, except one guy in California who had one that he went over and shipped to us. And even then, extra money because core charge. Because there's no way to, shipping him back the core would be kind of pointless, because it would cost more to ship than the core. So also paid the core charge, go figure. But if anybody needs a housing, I have one. It's sitting at the transmission shop. But yeah, kind of excited to have this thing back. Well, very excited to have this thing back. But now I have a motor pool again, because I have this, I have that, and then I have the Audi. So now this is kind of a halfway step between the Audi and the van. So I don't know what I'm doing yet, but anyway, the xrunner is back.